Rachel, welcome back. Thank you so much.
Oh,
All
no.
right, so I just got through a shocking, you know, intake of information
Oh,
of the massive thought frame that you have to go ahead into the future for real, for real. Like that would have been a gigantic, humongous
yo,
instrument of in the industry that how much could have flowed after that?
you gotta understand when it comes to the music, us selectors are really at the bottom. No one don't give us the credit that is due to us. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now I think the time had, this is the time now where, we need to really prove to, I guess, the producers, the radio personalities, the artists that, yo, if it's not us at night that's spinning these records, that's telling people that, yo, this is the record, it's not going anywhere. You understand what I'm saying to you? So we get that recognition. And and like I said, these are the things that we had. Yo, we even wanted to start it. I can't even say started. We did a photo shoot to start a magazine like The Source. It was Adonai and Bounty Killer. Killer can tell you. And of course, Odessa is the one who kind of orchestrate it was at Strawberry Hill. We went there. And I believe the photographer is the one that did the Nas Illmatic cover album. We flew him down just for that. There was a lot of, bro, you wouldn't understand like the ideas and the concept that even Larry had a vision to do a comic book. You know what I mean? A comic book that would influence like kids that, that love music. Yeah. We had all of that, but you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. There was so many on. And remember, Adonai also was being heard on Air Jamaica. Like when you're flying Air Jamaica, like the playlist, you would hear Adonai while you flying to whatever destination you were going to with Air Jamaica. That's the only song that did. I don't know now, but I'm saying back then we started that. Third World Cup again, with Odessa, set us up with Christy Barber, and then we had a little cameo at Third World Cup, which I believe Delano did the soundtrack for that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to excuse me. I don't feel like I'm looking at a selector. I feel like I'm looking at a business major
But that's
phenomenal.
what Adonai was about. Like the ideas, Larry, like I said, my partner Larry, God, the very first individual that really believed in us. He didn't play no sound though, but he believed in us, and he really actually, I think the first set of dub plate them that Adonai have was God that really financed it for us. Yeah, so brother, infinite gratitude.
Yo, I history this.
Yeah.
History. You know that I'm thinking about it. That could have changed the course
Every,
almost for every selector going further down the road.
look at it. Let's just be real. A sound from the other side of the world can keep an event with no sound from this side, with no artist from this side, and attract 30, 40,000 people. And being sponsored by major companies and having Nike, their own Nike signature shoes. What are we fighting here for? You understand?
Yeah.
What are we fighting for? Crown don't really need to come over here because they already got their market set. We who supposedly, kind of invented. Because right now, reggae is like the new FIFA. Dancehall is this culture is FIFA now. It's not just a Jamaican thing. It's FIFA. Like I said, it's worldwide.
Worldwide.
But everyone is leaving us. Because you know why? Because they're united. We not. You know what I mean? People fighting about, yeah, man, I'm me, I this, that, do this, that. They don't get the picture. They don't see it's bigger than that.
China, you put the world on a block right now.
And I'm going to tell you another thing. I hear a lot of people talking about cartel. The first time cartel, they don't even know. The first time cartel ever traveled, they didn't even know where he went. You could ask Mataran or Firelinks or Ricky Trooper, where did cartel, the first time he traveled, where did he go? They can't tell you. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now, I'm not saying that they didn't contribute to cartel, but guess what? We're not that type of individual that love the flashlight. Beside me do this. First time cartel ever travel, and me make him travel. And that was Bermuda. Bermuda is a very place that cartel ever performed.
Sure, no, Skyline.
You understand? So, bro, we're not that type of individuals that love to brag and this and that. I'm only doing this because, like I said, Reem, DJ Reem, Champion Squad, Jeff, Righteous, they always telling me that, yo, man, you need to bring it. And I decided to do it. But I'm not that type of individual that do things and upfront like that.
Well, I'm humbled and I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky. I'm very like a lot of people. I would hope to say that I'm truly blessed by God to have this opportunity to speak to a gentleman of your stature.
Yo, bro, there's a lot of things like, me and Tony is my friend, even though sometimes we don't see eye to eye because, that's Tony Mataran.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question. Now I'm going to be the interviewer.
I don't think so.
What is Mataran's biggest song?
He claims the fame. Mm-hmm. The claim to fame is not good as his
not as far as artist wise. I'm talking about Tony Mataran as DJ selector.
Oh, his Sizzler. His Sizzler on the remix.
Okay. Anytime you see Mataran, ask him how did he get that song?
I can call him just after this,
or you can ask Jeff from Nitro. He was there.
You made it. I did. There's some shocking things going on here today.
Bro, you know why? Because the music, we're all in this together. Another thing, you see that dinosaur foolishness, like that's foolishness to me, bro. So what would you say about the legendary Babyface? Worry. These people are how should I call it, like industry shaker. They moved it. You understand? Remember when Worry had the little earpiece, like he wasn't using headphones and microphone? That changed the business. You understand what I'm saying? Delano again is the next individual. He changed the business by remixing. Of course, Black Chinese them take it, and then our Champion Squad take it further, but Delano is known for that. You understand what I'm saying to you now? Squingy, Lynx, Mataran, they changed it. But they're not the only one, bro. Lenny Hype changed it. These people are people that actually change, meaning that started a movement. Adonai changed it. We were the first song where everybody in uniform with t-shirt and whatever, like R&B groups. Everybody else, when they used to do photo shoot, is you have a green shirt, this someone have a red shirt, blue shirt. No, it was uniform. Adonai is the only song where I have a CD on sale in Spotify up to this day. It's not bragging, it's just the fact that, yo, what are we fighting for? If we unite, you know how much things could happen? I had another idea. I'm going to tell you that. You remember when Lynx and Mataran was going, whatever, fighting. I came to them because at that time, matter of fact, even before that, Fire Lynx, you could ask him. His very, very first cassette for Cassette Bentley, Adonai do it for him. You understand what I'm saying to you, bro? Like, all of them, like, it's Adonai same way. That's why I say Adonai can't dead. It's still here. Because all of these individuals that people are praising, Adonai is still with them. You feel me? Because Adonai play an integral part of their, you know, development or their stardom or whatever you want to call it. We've been there. You know? And there's a lot of people, again, like I said, because they're in the background and they're not upfront, so people can give them the accolades. I'm going to give you another thing, another story again. The Mataran. Hey, yo, ya, lo, to, nima, taran. Where do you think him get that from? Not from us, but who did it? DJ Kareem, one of the genius too in the business. But where the idea came from? It came from Bermuda. Playboy sound is the first song that did it. But if I'm not saying that, no, who would think that Playboy, Bermuda, a song that would create something like that?
Listen, when you say Playboy, it brings back memory. I went over there to face them. It's not a joke sound over there. Soldier One.
Exactly. You understand? Magic, respect to Magic, like all these, but because they're not upfront, like certain people know, then you take people idea and then run with it and say, me. No, it's bigger than us, bro. This thing bigger than us. Like me tell you, said, this is like FIFA now.
You can't get where you told me, say you had an idea when the Tony Mataran and the Fire Link.
Yes. The idea was we're gonna do a WWF type of vibration. Meaning that Adonai is a neutral song. So early juggling, early warm-up Adonai. Then Tony Mataran and Fire Links is gonna clash. Right? Links you win tonight, Mataran you win tomorrow night. Links you win 2 nights straight, Mataran you win 3 nights straight or whatever. We just touring the place. And this is only America. Imagine New York, Boston. Because at that time it was hot. Everybody wanted to see that. You understand what I'm saying? So boom. New York, Boston, Chicago, DC. You just name it. Everywhere in New York. Then we start go to Canada now. Toronto, Montreal, Winnipeg, Calgary. Go up the line. When we're done this, so now Caribbean, Antigua, St. Lucia.
It's a world tour. It's a world tour.
World tour, and then the final leg would be at Sting, Sacramento of all arguments. And right now, all gloves off. That's what WWF do, bro. You know tonight The Rock is going to win. Who don't know that? But yet the stadium's still full up. Don't. Because it's entertainment. What does selectors, what we supposed to do? We entertain. That's what we are. We here to entertain.
Yeah, but we're fighting. We're fighting.
See?
Like, I don't know. We fight.
And then nothing, and then the end result, guess what now?
We both lose.
Other races, just take the time and passing, moving on. While we here, we still sitting here fighting against each other. I'm here the man. Oh no, man, I'm here the man. Just fighting and they just take time.
Some, okay, I'll say some are fighting, but a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. You changed the whole complexion of
There were so many things, bro, that like I try to show my brothers, like show them. What is Tony last name? Mataran, right? There's a cigarette company in Jamaica where this man could have get sponsorship from. But he didn't get it because when I run down fully loaded to be Mr. Fully Loaded at the end of the day. Not to say that, okay, that's good. I'm happy for you. But, bro, it's bigger than Fully Loaded. At the end of the day, Sharonberg, nice, mommy, nice, smiling, making millions. Why she's making millions? Because of us. Because without us being there, there's no Fully Loaded. Without Renaissance, without Mataran, without Firelinks, without Adonai, Stone Love, this, that, there's no Fully Loaded. So guess what now? My plan was, okay then, Mataran, you can do Fully Loaded, you know, but let's do something for ourselves. We already have all what it takes. Firelinks, Renaissance, Adonai, and you. What else do we need as the new generation? What do we need? We don't need nothing else. And with the team like Odessa, we have everybody in place that can make it possible. But it's like, you know, you know, they're my brothers and everything, but that's why I couldn't function no more, bro. It was like it was draining me. You know, it's frustrating to see how easy it was. Like, it's very easy. It's easy. And, you know, because of ego and I get, you know, selfishness, couldn't work. You know, because like I said to you, it's not about me, it's about generation after. You know what I mean? Just like I said about the tour, can you imagine how far we would be in this right now, bro? If it did start from 2000? What? This is what? 2020? 20 years from now, bro. You know? But
is this where, because there was a short pause in Adonai's acceleration in the industry?
you know, it was, at first it was internal, and then I just couldn't take it no more. Like, I just said, oh, I can't. Because I was suffocating to see like so many things. You know, you help people. I even forget, like Jack Cure, for instance. When Q was in prison, you know, one day I was talking, I was like, yo, we need some dub, you know. And he didn't want to hear that. Which I understand, because, you know, you in there and you know, you're not thinking about doing no dub plate or whatever. But anyway, I finally convinced him to do some dub plate. And he was like, yo, I have those portable studio. But now the problem is, how am I going to get it in? I said, don't worry about that. He got it, right? I load up the portable studio with rhythm. Them time I swear, just nobody never know about nothing but I swear. You know the I swear rhythm.
Yes, yes.
Those were my friends, Fifth Element, them, right?
Okay, yes.
They only wanted Anthony Cruz on the rhythm. Like, it was gonna be like a single type of thing. I was like, nah, it has to be a juggling, right? So I put I swear in a couple more rhythms and so forth, and I sent it to Cure. This is how Longing For, Love Is, and all these hits happen. The Jah Cure, Good Morning Jaja on the I Swear, that's an Adonai freestyle dub that we recreate. We went to Dean Fraser, the great master Dean Fraser, and then he brought his girl, and then we reconstructed that song. Me and a Bobo, especially a Bobo named Nilas, who was around Fifth Element at that time, me and him. And then we went to Sizzler. See? It took me 2 weeks before Miguel actually voiced the song. Went to Anchor Studio, and then he was doing some work for Black Dread. You know who Black Dread is, right? From Coxon Sound.
In the UK?
He was at Anchor doing some production.
Yeah.
And then after that, he voiced the song for Black Dread. And then he was like, yo, Adonai, your time next. So Tixie played the rhythm or whatever. And I went to him, I was like, yo, listen, I need part 2 to Just One of Those Days. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, I need part 2. Because Just One of Those Days, you only said Just One of Those Days. Now, what's going to happen after that? You didn't get the girl yet. So now you need something now to, what are you going to do? And then he just got up, went around the bush and said, haven't I told you, Jah gonna bless us and make us strong? That's how that song went. He didn't write it. We dabble in production too, you know, bro. Like, seriously. You know what I mean? But it's just like, there were so many things. Like I said, you know, I'll do it. You know, people get their credit and then they push you aside or whatever. Like, there was so many things going on. I had a rhythm named Lap Dance, Cartel even voiced when I wasn't even there. He just voiced it. Like, there was so many, it was crazy, you know. But Adonai do that, you know.
Yeah.
I do it. Yeah.
What was lacking? Was it the intelligence? Was it not the perseverance? What was lacking around the people around you that suffocated you? What was you had the right teaching?
It was more like my friends, like they couldn't see the vision. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't see the vision. Like, you know what I mean? And after a while, there's so much. You could bring a horse to a well, but you can't force him to drink water. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how you force him. If he doesn't want to drink the water, I mean, what can you do? And after a while now, then you're looking at it, it's like, yo, what's next? You know what I mean? Like Scorpion had left the sound, so that put a dent to it. You know what I mean? So we had to go through the rebuild process again with the, you know, I mean, people knew Pryor, people knew Desi, but, you know, Scorpion was the main MC. So that took a dip. And then, you know what I mean? Then, of course, you know, you would hear arguments that, like, a promoter will call certain sounds and they say they're not playing with Adonai and these individuals are supposed to be my friends. And it was just like a bunch of stuff, you know?
Stuff that we wouldn't know about till tonight, obviously. Like, we wouldn't know that, you know, on the outside looking in, it looks like Adonai is just moving and it's creating.
Until, you know, like I said, an internal situation where it just, you know.
Yeah.
But then past that, at first I was kind of angry, you know, but, you know, we grown men, you know, after a while, you know, you let bygones be bygones and you move on. And especially that's negative. That's wasted energy. You know, when you're angry and that's wasted energy. Like the purpose of life is to be happy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I mean, those were the darkest hours of my life. When that happened, I was like, wow, you know, this individual, you know, was just like my brother. But shit happens and life goes on. You know what I mean? But now we passed that. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm doing this now. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But it was just nothing happened before its time. Now is the time.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
drop. There's, woo. Wow. So game changer again.
You know, I had to ask you about Japan and Africa.
Bro,
How did that come about?
I've been going to Japan like 6, 7 times, like 6 times, I believe. And that place always show me love. Show us love, I should say, Adonai itself. Um, we went there in 2016, right? I mean, I went there last year also, but 2016, I was at this event. Before I started playing, an individual walked towards me. He had a 1998 cassette that he wanted me to sign. He preserved it from 1998, bro, saying to himself that he got to wait, he would want to meet a Adonai member to actually sign the cassette for him. Like, these are the things that motivate me. That's my reward. As far as seeking validation, like, my work speak for itself. I don't need, the act. No, I don't need all of that. Like, simple little things like that. When you can change someone else's life by music or by, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's the greatest achievement for me. And like I said, he waited, 2018 years, still not knowing whether Adonai was going to come or not.
Yeah.
But he preserved that piece of Adonai. He preserved it.
It's those small things that matter. You see what I'm saying?
You know how many people will come to me and say, yo, you guys are the one who inspired me. That's why I said Adonai can't dead. You understand what I'm saying? Because I still live on, and whoever's active now. It can't. You feel me? It can't dead.
Yeah. How did Africa come about now?
That it was a tour with we had with Rita Marley.
Rita Marley.
We did our thing over there, and that's the motherland, bro. Africa is the place to be here. Don't let no one tell you nothing. When we got there, as I walked out the airport, I see this gentleman walk to me and extended his hand and said, "Welcome home, brother," and left me. I never experienced nothing like that before.
Wait, hold on. He just walked up to you?
Yes, and extended his hand, shake my hand, and say, "Welcome home, my brother." And he walked, left me.
And you don't know him?
I don't know him. When I was leaving, when we were leaving, because it was me and Pryor, Lava Pryor. Even him, he has a history also too. Fire Links wouldn't really be Fire Links without Lava Pryor. But I'll discuss that later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we were leaving, like, these people were actually giving us gifts.
Never experienced that.
Actually, and remember, a lot of them don't have it. So we supposed to give it to them, provide to them in a sense. And you know what? The Africa trip really taught me a lot. There was a saying from Marcus Garvey that says Africa awaits from its creators. Like, I always thought that I understood that until when I went to Africa. It is us that they're waiting on, bro. They're waiting on.
I know.
Yeah, man. They're waiting on us.
You feel this change that happened because you're so passionate about the sound, because you were so advanced in the sound business, and I'm going to say the letdown that you felt with the people around you, now that you've overcome it, obviously, because you're here to talk about it. Do you think that changed you to become spiritually different in your?
Of course. I mean, all right. When you would consider someone as your idol, for instance, right? And you would walk to that individual and ask that individual for advices, you know, because they did it. So you would want them, at least for them to guide you and so forth. And that individual just look at you and then walk left you. They just look at you and say, Adonai, we're all right, and then just walk away. It will crush any individual. You understand what I'm saying? So it's something that I always say to myself, like, whoever seek assistance or help, I'm here. Because I didn't have it. We didn't have it. The only individual that I can recall that approached for advice was Keith from Base Odyssey. And salute, because he embraced me. He didn't have to do it, because what can Adonai possibly do for Base Odyssey? Base Odyssey, you know, has been way before Adonai.
Right.
But he actually took the time, and we you know, we engaged in a conversation. He gave me advices and so forth. Until this day, I will always cherish that, because that's like one of my role models, one of my, you know, idols. You know what I mean? And that's why I made it a vow that anyone can approach me, and I'm here. I'll give them my you know, my assistance, because that's how it's supposed to be.
Man.
You know?
Change the game right now, but yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you know.
If we don't do it, who's gonna carry it? What are we gonna do? We're gonna pass on with all the knowledge that we have? You know what I mean? It can't work.
You know, besides the probably the constant nagging that Jeff and maybe one of those other people probably nagged you. You know, you're a man who can stand firm. You know?
Right.
But you know, I have to, for the first time, this is history, I have to ask, with the knowledge you possess and knowing what you know, doing what you do and what you've done and probably what you still, you know, what made this possible right now for this interview, like for you to?
Like I said, I mentioned the factors. You know, Jeff, my brother, he's one of them. You know, Reem, you know, that's like my little brother, Champion Squad. You know, Righteous Promotions. I mean, there's so many people. Garth, you know, like everyone, like within my circle, always saying like Rocks, loyalty, always telling me, man, you can do it, yeah. And I just give in. But with Nitro now, when Nitro came with the CD thing in JA, right?
Yeah.
I fight it.
You fought it?
Yeah, man. When Nitro, I go with CD. When I go with CD. Yo.
Jeff tell me say he got a fight, but I didn't know it was from his own camp.
Listen, yo, bro. I didn't want to see no CD around me, no day, no time. Nitro again, no, is a trendsetter too. I remember when Nitro first played on Adonai, you know. People don't remember about Adonai again, you know. They never remember. Everybody just have go around Nitro, surround Nitro, say, you know, they have like these CD turntables now, because remember, no one is used to it. So guess what, though? And then they're playing. People are hearing sounds coming from that little piece of equipment. So, yeah. Fascinating. Nobody no remember about Adonai again. So now Jeff them telling me about this CD. Me say, oh, leave me alone, man. Oh, boss. Yes. I fight it till I couldn't fight it no more. I had to give in.
Yeah.
Then no, when it switched to CD, because okay, there was one particular incident that we had a dance in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I reached Chicago, our record didn't reach till the next day. You understand what I'm saying?
You know the music?
So you know, so now I started thinking about, man, I wonder if Jeff them and Ring Ding. You see, Ring Ding, legend too, and legend.
That's his status.
Ring Ding is almost like me, you know, we just quiet and, you know, you feel me? So yeah, until I finally decided, all right, then I started transferring my stuff to CD. And then when that changed now to Serato Scratch Live with Poison Dart them, because Poison Dart them is the first one, Courtesy, Madman Courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they're talking about Scratch Live or what, I'm like, computer, what the fuck?
I spoke to Kirky. See, the man said he brought a computer to the dance, bro.
Yeah, Madman, that man. But guess what? That's what geniuses do. They take the risk.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't take the risk, how wouldn't we? Bro, a friend of mine gave me Scratch Live. Long time, bro. And I never use it. I had give it to my brother Mark. Because I was going to JA and I stopped in Miami. I was like, Mark, hold that to me. It was 3 or 4 years later. I remember I had it. Because guess what? I had to play at Soul House. That's in South Beach. Right? And I didn't have no record. I only had my computer. Them time I kind of moved to computer now.
Right.
I'm sophisticated now. Yes, my thing changed now. Yeah, step up in our life now. So I computer thing but no, nothing. So guess what? No, I remember Mark had the Scratch Live for me. So I said, Mark, I'm coming for it. And then I did it. I did it.
Wow.
So when I did it, no, I was like, yo, I didn't even know you could use like one turntable. I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm a novice to it. I didn't know anything about, like the whole computer or whatsoever. Like, no, my thing is more like, yes, man, record, this, that. Even though it's breaking your back by lifting up all these record crates and what. So no, when I step up now and I was like, oh shit. So I started, it wasn't 100%, but guess what? My audience didn't realize that. They had fun. You understand what I'm saying? So ever since then, no, I said, okay then, I just saw it there. But I fought those changes, boy.
Fought them.
Jeff, they with the CD business.
Yo, I said, man, I gotta ask the legend Ring Ding for help, but him now gonna help me. Him always busy. But so I gotta ask him though.
We even have piece of history of in Canada too. Cause we go on tour with Ring. At that time it was a natural. It was Ring Ding and Cling.
Impact.
No, I think it was Impact. I don't remember, but it was them two playing, and it was me and Brown. No, not Larry. Did Larry go? I think Brown. And we went to Winnipeg, Calgary, like from far. We had a mobile home. You know those mobile homes that had.
Yeah.
We had one of those, and that was like the best time of my life, bro. Yo, we went to Calgary. We created history. They had to hire more staff to accommodate us.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wow. I've been going those places for years, but by myself, but.
Yo, girls. It was like rock stars. Rock stars were in town. Them time Adonai not big, but I don't know. I guess first they see bunch of black guys or whatever.
So, you had some history with DJ Khaled.
Yes. Khaled back in the days, what Khaled used to do, he used to open for us. Khaled would be like the early warm, you know, any big sound that would come to Miami,
Yeah.
playing for Botafogo, Khaled and I believe DJ Terror, it's a girl.
Okay.
They were like the early juggler, them people that would play before supposedly the headliners, which is
Yeah.
us, me, Adonai, you know, any sound that time would come to Miami, he
Yeah.
would in for them. Yeah, so
Wow.
I know him when he used to name Arab Attack. But you know, after 9/11, no, that
You
that
can't use that name, no.
I got dismissed quick.
Oh, John. You guys still link? You still connect?
The last time I saw him was in Tampa, and I mentioned a name to him, and it brought memories because one, there was an individual back then. Anywhere dance is happening, you will find this man. He was even mentioning in one of those, I think it was Barris and Pull Up, Scaring Office.
Okay.
Scaring Office no was the one who would bring Khalid all over the place. So I know if Scary was still alive today, yeah, he would have been, you know,
John.
because like I said, Scary was you can't tell Scary nothing about DJ Khaled.
And the greatest.
Yes, man. Yo, Khaled run MJAs. Scary out there, right, waiting for him at the airport.
John.
And so when I saw him, we were talking about it, and he was like, wow, man, you know, he was reminiscing. So I know he definitely would have looked out for Scary.
Yeah.
But you know, Khaled is international mega super duper duper mega.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we don't really have access to him like that anymore.
Yeah. I understand. I understand. You know, the other day, this is the one memory I hate to bring up to you, but boy, the other day, your sound come like it took a loss on the
No, but
claps.
better thing, no, Wiz. You know, that's what the business is like, man. Everybody's afraid to lose.
Yeah.
What make you a champion? When you're at your lowest, they knock you out, you rise back. Why is Muhammad Ali considered more, you know, people's champion than like a Floyd Mayweather who hasn't lost any fight? Not because not okay, we know he was fighting, you know, for us. You understand what I'm saying? But it's because of the will of a champion. Tell me who never lose a warrior.
Yeah. Oh.
And from the Black Cat, them, the Jar, all of them lose. Fire Links, Matter, all of them lose. Lenny Hype, Bass Odyssey, you know what I mean? All of them lose. Nowadays, you know, it's like people are afraid because of social media and they don't want to be ridiculed or whatever. Like, who cares? It's for the culture, it's nice. Adonai is not a sound, it's not a war zone, but we venture in it. You understand what I'm saying? So we could take that loss now and correct it, because that's what the essence of a man or a woman is, to admit when you're wrong. When you're wrong, now you can have the will to correct your wrongs. So we did there was a lot of mishaps there, and then if we take it again now, then if we lose again, then what? We learn, and then we move on again. We're not afraid to lose, bro. There's no such thing as losing. It's a learning process. You're learning.
Yeah.
There's nothing negative. Everything is positive, you know, bro. You just got to look at the positive side of it.
Yeah. 100. My goodness.
How it is. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? That it was needed. And that's what the business really need, at least to teach the younger generation, okay, this is how it's supposed to be done. If Adonai can do it, then therefore I can do it. If Bass Odyssey can do it, then therefore, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we need. We need.
Yeah. You know, you took on some of the really big big shows in Jamaica.
You
Like
know, all of them you can take. Some fest,
Ross,
that
Fully
before
Loaded. I think you've played at every
every.
big, huge event.
Matter of fact, I can recall one year at Death Before Dishonor, right? It was, I think, Adonai and Code Red was doing the early one, right? Code Red did their thing, mash up the place. Adonai come create havoc. And then now, no, most of the Clash members, they weren't even there yet. So now you do understand that people are getting angry now,
Yeah.
right? So now you already know. I don't know if you ever been to Mobe. Mobe, they don't play that. When they're ready, they're ready. So
Okay.
keep stalling, and then it was about to be a riot, right? So Chino throw us in the fire. So guess what we had? Guess what we had to think? We had to think quick. So I made Prior Clash Desi.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. So Adonai clash Adonai?
Yeah. We had to create some type of momentum, some type of relief for these people, and it worked. It worked perfectly. Like Pryor would select, meaning that Tallman, because you know there's his tall and Pryor shot. So Tallman versus Shotman. And we did that. That was the first time that was done at Death Before Dishonor. Yo, on a real though, some of these clashes, like for instance, Death Before Dishonor, if the clippings of the early one were on the actual DVD, or at that time I think it was DVD, you would see the forward them where we used to get.
So why were they taking off?
No, I guess I don't know what Chin decided that it wasn't that important or whatever, you know, but I'm pretty sure he still have it in his archives, you know. I guess because the longevity of the DVD, he wanted to just make it for the contenders, like whoever participated or whatever. But I'm telling you, bro, if some of these clippings were out, and I'm not only just talking for Adonai, even Code Red, because I think Code Red played before we even start doing that before this, and I think Code Red was the sound that played early. You could see the forward where them used to get. Huge foul, sometimes even bigger than the money where I were.
Something bigger than the money where I was.
For real, it's the truth.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Especially that year when I'm telling you about where Desi and Pryor them.
Yeah.
I saw that, and then of course I saw some other individuals do it, but you know.
Adonai.
I fight it.
The real sound of the future.
Fight it.
You know, do you miss it?
Then why you think I'm back? I'm like the what is it? The 1995 MJ when he talking, I'm back. You know, ever said to you, I'm back. Yeah,
Adonai's
man.
back.
Yeah, man.
Jano.
It's the best vibes I ever been. This vibes remind me of when I started Adonai. Like I was telling God the other day, you know what I mean? And Larry them, I said, yeah, man. You know?
Yeah.
Even if I'm behind the scene, but now I'm gonna be more involved into it.
Okay.
And
so we could 100 look out for Adonai now, like to really take a solid stand again.
bro, yeah, man.
See, I didn't know this was coming.
This
get sticky, you know.
We all know that the business is not like how it used to be. That's given. We have to be realistic with that. But there's a place for Adonai. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I
Whoever,
think you
put it this way, whoever accept it. And who don't, I'm sorry. It's here. And there's nothing that you could do to stop that. Period.
Well, I'm in shock because I always thought you concreted your place in reggae history regardless.
Yes, yes. But I'm saying to you, because we've been dormant for such a long time. I mean,
Yeah,
now I think that, you know, even up to this day, we still have Adonai fans, and that's what's so amazing to me. After for so many years, there's still people that want to see Adonai. They want to, you know what I mean? Like,
of course.
still remember. And that's what I'm saying, like, give thanks for Bounty Killer, because I could go anywhere in the world and say, hey, yo, Adonai, son of the future.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's people can identify with that sample or, slogan or whatever. You know what I
My
mean?
goodness, Adonai is back.
Come on with them.
I'm a fan. I just want you to know I'm a fan still. I'm a fan.
We are fans. We are fans of this.
Yeah, all of us.
All of
You
us. It's music. We have to be fans of. That's
know? Yo, I'm gonna tell you, like, people don't know, but I've had an interview with one of my idols,
okay.
right? And it's shocking because at the same time, the idol kind of not directly to me, but he kind of did something that hurt me and took me back a little bit, right? And I was like, John O'Star. And for a little bit, it made me think, how the business was and how it was. And I think that's what you were thinking of back then and what you went through. And I'm like, now I'm listening to you and I'm looking at such a bigger picture of, but I never took it, like how you took it at, because, but
Bro,
I have an understanding of this thing a lot more.
bro, listen, we all great. We're all great. We all have greatness within us.
Yeah.
Seeking for others' validation, seeking for it. Bro, you see how them tell you say self-praise is no recommendation? That's foolishness. You have to see greatness within you first. You have to walk with your head high and say, yes, man, I am the man. I am beautiful. Yes. How you expect people to see you and see your greatness if you don't exude greatness? You got to be that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You got to be it. You be great. You got to think that you're great. Now, there's a difference between thinking that you're great but don't do the work. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's
sir.
what around them, the links, them, the trooper, them, the punter, them, all of these people. You gotta give them their credit where it's due because they put in a lot of work. Bro, I remember there was days when me, Mataran, and Links at the studio, days and days. Sometimes we don't even eat because what? We need that particular dub for that dance. That's sacrifice, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about those days, each one of us probably had like 3 phones. Woman, girls, whatever. And we didn't have time for that. Because guess what? No, yo, me need that Beanie Man there, the Links, Caperton there, we need that Bounty. Because we know the impact is going to create that night. When you play that particular dub plate and see the place ear up, the Bounty Killer Lauren Hill, we played that somewhere in a stump pipe. Yo, bro, that history. I'm talking about there was soldiers, gun, busting it, Badman, police for that particular song. Till that song, even Killer start DJing it just like the dub plate on stage shows. That's Adonai that did that. Adonai ideas that did that. You was what I'm saying? But
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you know what I mean? Like, just
Jano.
like all Jaro know with his line, this and that. But We did it. We did it also. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Links with his creativity, with his, you know what I mean, with his hype energy thing. He did it. You know, Renaissance, them with them creativity, Jazzy T, more time, he loved the war. There was a dance with me and Jazzy T at St. Thomas. I believe, yeah, it was St. Thomas where Jazzy T said Lexus for Lexus. Now you know better. Lexus was Adonai or you know what I mean? But it's the fun. That was the fun of it. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you know, me and Jazzy, we cool. Like that's my brother. He goes his way. We cool. We laugh at it or whatever, and we keep it moving. It was nothing.
Yes, sir.
And that's what selectors supposed to do. We entertain. That's our job, to make people happy. You know how much bad man who come to a dance and you don't think about or thief or whatever, who don't think about robbing anyone because what they are at Adonai session or whatsoever. Now, if there was an Adonai session or Stone Love or whoever, they probably were thinking of go robbing somebody or shooting somebody. But we created that platform for them to come there and take them out that mindset. It's music. Love is the ultimate source of energy, then music.
John.
You know, whatever mood you're in, there's always a particular song that when you listen to it, it changes everything.
Yeah.
It's a different frequency. That's what I'm saying. Like music, man. That's why we're so passionate about it. Like when we see people do things and we're not used to it. Like you know, like you got to do the work. You can't say, well, yeah, I'm here the money, and then you what? Okay, you might inherit a big sound, but what is your legacy on that sound? What have you done? You know, you got to do the work, put in the work so you could start your own legacy. Remember, you know, before Adonai, I wasn't playing any sound. I wasn't nobody. You know, every day, Larry can tell you, God can tell you, Scorpion can tell every day. That's what I was doing. Music. Music, 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 music. Because that's the only way you're going to get better. The more you practice, the more you involve into it. You know? And then especially us, we never had anyone who made it to guide us. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so we had to learn things on our own. So, of course, by doing that, you made a lot of mistakes. And that's why I'm trying to teach these, you know, the next generation or even my generation who hasn't really made it, you know, to that extent. We here. You know, even though sometimes, you know, he's in his thing or whatever, you just have to cuss him and say, man, stop your foolishness. And then he will help you. Links, to see it, well, links are hard to find. But if you see him, they'll, you know what I mean? Like they're here. Chupa, you already know him already. You understand? Yeah. Like we, you know, to worry them, these people said it for us. Bro, you know how many history worry create in this thing?
Uncountable.
Exactly. But yet, when we talk, so why would we talk about only 4 or 5 dinosaurs? Like, what is dinosaurs? Doesn't make any sense. There's so many of them. Captain Midnight, the super, you know, element them from soup nuts, super. There's so many of us that paved the way.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. If you're willing, I'd like to know. This is a question that's